If I don't, Mac's going to show me how his app works.
Okay. So
what do you? These are all apps. Those are all apps on your phone, right?
Yeah. So that's my app.
So that's the one for Transit Tracker.
So
for TriMet.
So this is the basic view. So here's a list of every single stop in the whole system right here.
The whole system?
Yeah. And you can pick one. Notice how, by the way, notice how fast it is. See how fast you can scroll through all 8,000 stops?
There's 8,000 stops there?
Yeah, every single one.
That's amazing.
And if you want to narrow them down, you can type in like what's center
Street or whatever. And I'll show you a list of stops.
It takes. See, there's all the. It's gonna have all the transit centers too.
Everything with the word center.
Yeah, everything with the word center.
So. That's interesting.
Now, when you get on a bus, let's say you get on at, your favorite place, 17th and Center. So here's the schedule. By the way, notice how fast it is.
Why is it so fast?
Well, that's because it has the entire schedule database on the device. It's not using any network connectivity at all. And by the way, people want to, you have network connectivity, and that's great. But it's great until you don't have any service, and also it is a certain performance hit to get it over the network too. So let's say you get on this number 70, okay?
Okay.
Or let's say you did this about 5 minutes ago and you got on this 17, okay? So you can click on this one. Now here's every single stop that it's going to make and what time it's scheduled at. All the way to the end, 6th and Alder at 10:17 a.m.
Wow.
Here's the whole trip, essentially. Now let's say that you're on this train, okay? And, sorry, I clicked off of it. Sorry about that. So, let's say you're on this train, okay?
Yeah.
And you want to, let's say that you just passed in front of 17th and Rome, okay?
All right.
So you want to know, you can hit this right here, and it'll adjust the whole schedule, like you just passed that bus stop. And so now what essentially you have is your own transit tracker that doesn't involve having network access.
I see. It's got schedule access.
Yeah.
But it's not real time.
So what it did, well, it is real time because you're on the freaking bus and you know where you are.
So this has all been adjusted for?
Yes, from what you just looked out the window and you said,
really?
I just crossed.
This adjusts automatically without a GPS?
You can do it either way. You can do it either way. So you can say, I looked out the window and we just passed Arthur and First. I can click there and it'll adjust the entire schedule.
Wow, that is amazing.
And you can see exactly when it'll be. This is the same algorithm the Transit Tracker uses, by the way. So you don't actually need network access to that, right? You're looking out the window, you know where you are.
Yeah.
Now, if you have a GPS, you can use the GPS, and it'll actually
tell you
update it in real time as you progress down the route.
Wow. And then you can tell when other buses intersect.
And in fact, I would even suggest that it's more accurate than Transit Tracker because it's updating live, not every minute and a half.
Is that the Transit Tracker's a minute and a half delay between updates?
Yes. When it works. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work at all. So anyway, so the goal for this app is to have every time for every single stop, for every single schedule, for every stop, for every bus.
Wow.
And to do it all in 1 megabyte. And this is what that does. It's 1 megabyte to store the entire schedule database. Now, if you get it off of TriMet's website and you expand it, it's 70 megabytes.
Why is yours so much smaller?
Because I store it in a very efficient manner.
And they don't?
No, they're designed for readability and it's different goals. Yeah.
That's interesting. Wow. That.
So there are a lot of things that this app doesn't.
Why don't you see those bus supervisors? They're looking in books.
They should have. This would be a great replacement for the book.
Yeah, right. I mean, they're looking in books for schedules.
I know it's ridiculous.
They could have this.
This is literally, you can buy, because nobody wants these anymore. You can buy them on eBay for like $20 or $15.
Really? Nobody wants them? Why not?
Because they don't have phones.
I see. They want iPhones.
Right. Yeah. So
they could replace those books with this, and it has every single thing in it.
It is very good with the schedule. Mm-hmm. Now, it doesn't have Transit Tracker, which means it doesn't have real-time arrivals. It doesn't have trip planning.
No, it just tells you.
It's basically just
schedule.
Yeah, and then you can also, of course, you can pick a line if you don't want to go by line. You can say, what's your favorite line? I know your favorite
15.
line. You don't want the 67?
Oh, well, 67 is the one I like to drive.
So here's the 67. Now here's all the stops for the 67. Okay, how about that one? I don't know where that is. Anyway, there's all the buses that are going to come by at that stop. And here's, you know, get on that one. There you go. So that's basically an overview of what it is.
Yeah, so it's good. Yeah. Pretty good, Max.